Please. I get it. It's okay. I better not. Just treat me for the piano person that I am. It's okay, Dawn. You know, this week between church and Christmas is way too long. I feel way too many people are arguing. The stress of the entire season is weighing down on us way too heavily, especially us who live to make other people's Christmases meaningful, okay? And I so want to be perfect for other people's Christmases that I have a lot of pressure, Dawn. It's a lot of pressure.
Tell me all about it, Kenton.
Well, you're probably not on camera, first of all.
No, not at all. No, not at all on camera. So tell me all about it, Kenton.
Well,
what's your?
I mean, you when you
Charlie Brown.
Wait.
Charlie Brown.
You got glitter on you.
Oh, yeah.
Kenton.
Charlie Brown. That would make me Lucy.
Okay, Lucy.
Tell me all about it.
Okay. Well, here's what you have it easy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in the act, maybe up on the planning stages, you don't have it too easy because
Okay.
those of us who are part of the plan don't necessarily make it easy for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but I'm just saying.
Write that down.
Is this being recorded?
No.
Okay. Anyway, it's just this week is too, and I know too many people arguing.
Yeah.
Too many people crying. And it's not even Christmas yet.
It's an emotional week.
It is an emotional week.
Yeah.
It's a roller coaster.
Yeah. Hold on.
I got to tell you, I'll be all right.
You sure?
Yeah. I can just wipe it on my sleeve. Yeah, that's a dirty one.
It's only partially used.
Well, you blow your nose like 27 times a day.
You know.
Of course, that's an all-day job.
Gotta be clean.
Look at the size of that
Gotta be
nose.
clear.
Look at the size of that nose.
Should we, yeah.
Wait.
More glitter. Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, I can't get it off.
It's all right.
I don't want to touch you anymore.
I'm just shining.
Yeah, you are. You got a shine on you today, Dawn. Just a shine.
I'm a shine.
Yeah.
Well, hello there. Welcome, friends. Canonsburg UB Church. This is Pastor Don, and this is our devastatingly distraught
piano player. I'm
piano
just a piano
player, Ken Clink, coming to you live on Wednesday, December 21st, the darkest, shortest day of the year.
It is. Maybe that's it.
It's the eve of my brother's birthday. Happy birthday, Richard.
Happy birthday, Richard.
And yeah, a lot of things going on. Just
excuse me, I don't like you using this time for a
3 days away from Christmas Eve. 4 days away from Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Hey, come worship.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we
make Kenton happy. Kenton is so down in the dumps.
2.5 years we've been telling people to come back to church, come to live with Dawn and Kenton. But we're really saying, oh, come all ye faithful. And
or unfaithful too.
Or ye of little faith. Yep. Yeah, because we'll all be here on Christmas Eve. It's going to be 11 degrees outside. It won't be 11 in here.
We won't be outside.
Yeah, it'll be warmer in here. If not, you know, we can snuggle, right?
We've got candles. We've got, we've got.
I'm thinking snuggle.
So we've got wonderful things planned for Christmas Eve.
I'm thinking snuggle, man.
I think we need
to
turn
What if I'm cold?
Yeah.
What if I have goosebumps? What if these hands just freeze up and go stiff on you?
I guess it'll be a short service then. A lot less music. We'll sing a cappella. It'll be like Silent Night.
Up 2,000 years ago.
It wasn't 2,000 years ago. It was about 400 years ago. But yeah.
How do you know 400
in Austria.
Oh, when they wrote the song.
When they wrote the song, Silent Night.
Do you know the whole history of the song?
Yes. So
please don't share it.
The names I will get wrong, so I'm not going to say them.
Well,
that's just the German.
Yeah, something.
Yes, yeah. Still Night. It wasn't silent, but.
Still Night, yeah.
But, so there is a minister who writes a poem.
400 years ago?
Yeah.
They had ministers?
About three, maybe.
Were they called ministers?
Yeah.
Were they?
Yeah, wrote a poem, gave it to his musician and asked if he could come up with music for it.
Wow, that's pressure.
But the organ was broken. So he asked for it to come up with music for 2 guitars.
Wow.
So everybody who has opinions about what musical instruments should be played in a church
Oh,
needs
here
to
we
consider
go.
that Silent Night was originally played on guitar.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Blow that out of your mind.
Do
Yeah,
you-
the organ was broken.
That's
where
is
Silent
the
Night
word
came
guitar used in the Bible?
Yeah, actually, there's no piano or organ in the Bible.
No, it's lyra.
Yeah, exactly. Just a different one. Yeah. No, that's what the guitar was. There's nothing close. The closest thing would be harp, which is actually more
Well, and
like
they didn't have a
guitar.
cymbal either.
What do you mean they didn't have a cymbal?
They didn't have cymbals 2,000 years ago, did they?
Yeah, dude.
Well, I guess Cleopatra had one, huh?
Yeah, long before
Oh, they had those big
Cleopatra,
boom.
just because of the movies, read your Bible. 1818? Okay, so I was a little off. I was thinking 17, but even
check
still
her
would be
out.
not 400 years ago.
Fact check
1818.
her out.
Yeah, so
Fact check her out. Is, I
200
mean, yeah, off-screen producer Al is with us today, too,
Yep.
by the way.
By the way, blow another. I was just reading this the other day.
Yeah.
So, Away in a Manger, right?
Yeah.
Which is the series title that we've been using in one of the.
I
the
know,
hymn
it's
that we,
so meaningful,
So
too.
meaningful. It is often referred to as Luther's cradle hymn.
Oh.
Yep.
Now, would that be the one that is the most popular one or the other one? You know, there are two arrangements.
Yeah, I know. The music. Well, it wasn't. It wasn't the music necessarily. The one is referred to as that as well. I think it's the more popular one. But here's the funny thing: zero evidence that Luther had anything to do with it.
either of them.
Now, the earliest they can find is though Pennsylvania, probably in the area of Philly.
Well, I thought they were going to say
German
Canonsburg.
Lutherans, though.
Oh, Lutherans,
German
yeah.
Lutherans probably.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So.
That makes sense. Well, you know, and as you well know, here at Canonsburg United Presbyterian Church, we go through the gambit of Christmas carols at Christmas
We
time.
try to hit
We have
the
a
vast
fearless
majority.
leader who goes from the beginning of Advent to the end of Advent and beyond, never repeating a Christmas carol until we get to
Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve.
Yeah. I'm a firm believer that if your favorite Christmas carol is available to be sung and isn't Little Drummer Boy, then you should be able to hear it,
Little
throughout.
Drummer Boy.
Yeah. Oh man, that's the worst.
Oh my! You know that has just completely slipped my mind.
You ever seen Monty Python's
No.
Quest for the Holy Grail?
Not that I remember.
There's a scene with a bunch of monks. It's kind of like a passing scene. It's the opening of the
And they
the
are-
burn the witch scene.
And there's a play on.
There's a bunch of
Rum-pa-dum-pum.
monks that there's a bunch of monks that walk out chanting, and then they end with thump. They hit their, and I always think Little Drummer Boy is kind of like, could have been done like that.
Well,
Ba-rum-pa-pum-pum, thump, thump. To me, that is And I think if all you brought to a newborn child's mother is drums, then there's a special place.
they told me,
There's a special place in the pits of darkness for someone who brings a drum to a newborn child's mother.
Well, he'll
It
grow
is
into
just-
them.
No. You come drumming
It's
to that place in space.
no.
You
You know,
failed.
you and I just
Failed.
talked yesterday.
Phil, how many birthing rooms have you been in?
That's a low blow.
Exactly.
None.
No, I'm just saying. Hey, you know what?
Not that I haven't offered.
But let me just tell you: do not bring a drum there.
Well,
do not come drumming. Not good.
I just
No.
had an image of Bridget screaming on the birthing table.
It's actually not much of a table.
I know. I don't. Let's not talk about it.
Why not?
Because
That's what happened on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, right?
I don't think there was a birthing table in
Well, I mean, there was something. She gave birth.
Well,
Mary gave birth. It wasn't silent. I can tell you
They
that.
held on to and now we don't want to talk about that.
I didn't talk about it. I just she's giving birth. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. She gave birth. It wasn't silent.
I don't know nothing about birth and no babies.
It was messy.
Quote that. Name that movie. I don't know nothing about birth and no babies. That's 2 movies, as a matter of fact.
2 movies. I actually can't even think of it.
You don't know? What?
Oh,
Gone with the Wind.
Oh,
Gone with the Wind.
Yeah,
And,
my mom's favorite movie.
And Dom DeLuise in
Quoting that kind of probably.
Dom DeLuise in Burt Reynolds' Cannonball 2.
Cannonball. I've never
where they
seen-
race with the elephant in the back of the trailer.
I never saw Cannonball Run 1.
Oh, well, Cannonball Run 2,
Yeah.
they have an elephant in the back of the trailer. And they come across Dom DeLuise, who is a doctor, and they put him back there.
And he knows nothing about birth and
Elephants,
no babies.
except
Oh,
the elephant is pregnant.
okay.
And so he comes out of the back of the truck saying, I don't know nothing about birth and no baby. One of those,
Quoting,
quoting.
Quoting Gone with the Wind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if him and Bert had that much culture, but
The writers did.
they did. That was a pretty funny movie.
I will take your word for it, having not seen either of any of them.
Have you watched? You know what I noticed isn't on yet is White Christmas.
Oh, I've got a copy of it if you want to borrow it.
I don't have anything to play it on. Remember?
They're available at the store. You can buy a DVR.
I was thinking
I mean
a DVD.
VC,
I was thinking that's what you were
DVD
getting
player.
me for Christmas.
A DVD player?
Yeah.
I could.
Well, that would be too. Well, you could
Too
probably
much.
pick
Never
it up.
mind. Yeah,
I
too
don't-
late.
Would you come and pick it up or connect it up?
Click, sure, whatever.
That's clean.
I wonder if you can do it. How long before you can do that with Bluetooth? It's a lot. That's a lot of information to
I have
connect.
Bluetooth on my TVs.
No, but wirelessly from a DVD. I mean, they're not even going to bother with that. So
You mean
think
wirelessly
that- yeah.
send? Oh,
yeah, I mean,
that's true. That would be a lot, though.
It'd be a lot.
Because you'd be sound and video.
Of course, that's how we get our television anyway. Yeah, through the internet. Yeah,
well, streaming now,
yeah.
but
Yeah, that's all. So anyway,
I don't understand any of that. So
I
I know there's a thing.
big
that's
question.
on the thing. What?
Should we expect "Let There Be Peace on Earth"
On
on
Christmas.
Christmas Eve?
Well, there's
What do you
only
think?
one place to stick it. To have seen his face just now. And
Are you going to? Should we expect to hear?
yes,
"Let There
for the
Be
prelude
Peace
at
on-"
7:00.
Okay, so
That's the plan.
if you come early, if you come to our first Christmas Eve service,
At 7.
don't show up late because you could miss maybe the best part of. In fact, yeah, because we have a special guest. Oh, you thought I was talking about you? No, I was. Yeah, I think we have a special guest popping through. So make sure you get here early for Christmas Eve at 7 p.m.
Do we also have Mary and Joseph at 7?
Maybe.
I saw the little baby Jesus on Sunday.
We may have.
I asked if
Who knows? We
I
might
asked
have.
if she was the baby Jesus, and they told me yes.
We may have Nicholas show up early. We might have Mary and Joseph and the baby. We might even have.
Then
Well,
what do you
you've
need
said you're going to play Peace on Earth. So
Let there be peace on earth.
let there be peace on earth.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not. Yeah.
To open the service.
Open the service.
The final prelude.
The final
Will
prelude.
you play a little bit before that?
Well, you may hear it at 11 too, because we've decided that we're not going to do the prelude that was been written, especially for Brian Fulton, especially for use on our Christmas Eve. We're not going to do that prelude until the choir is in the loft, because we don't want to take away from the original music. So I'm going to play the choir into the loft.
Okay.
And then we're going to start the prelude.
Cool.
I know that wasn't in what we've discussed.
I don't even think we've discussed any of that.
I made those executive decisions.
Are you an executive now?
Yes, I am. Ask anybody.
Wow.
Well, you always tell me I'm just not the piano
They
player.
just throw those titles out now like candy, don't they?
Excuse me.
Executive Vice President of.
Okay, listen. I want to.
I'm sorry, we can't give you a raise. You know what? I just figured it out. That's why we couldn't give you a raise this year, because instead we're just giving you a title. Now you are Executive Vice President.
You know what? That may work
music
for everybody that works in the office. Okay.
I had artists.
You call voicemail at this church. Okay.
Yeah, I just did the other day.
And did you go through the gambit of if you wish to meet blah 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 executive in charge of?
No, it doesn't. No, there's no executive.
Chairman of, director, director. Sorry,
director.
Yep. What do I got director of? 88 keys. And you?
Yeah. So
88 keys.
88 keys.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't been sleeping well this week. This is a very hard week for me.
I got an idea.
What is it?
Okay. Take your hand.
This hand?
Yep. Now you're gonna go ahead and turn that. Yep. This one. Okay. Take this one. Stick it right.
Oh my!
You'll sleep like a baby.
No, I never was a thumb sucker.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
All right.
We weren't allowed.
You weren't allowed. All right.
We weren't allowed to suck our thumbs.
No.
We weren't allowed to eat in bed either.
No Germans sucking thumbs.
No.
No.
No, not allowed, and we weren't allowed to eat in bed either.
Well, there was two of you.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, you know how people take food in their bed? We weren't allowed to do that.
Yeah.
No way.
No good Germans eating food in bed.
No good Italians eating food in bed. Wasn't happening. Those sheets got changed once a week, not every day.
I just thought about that. You guys were the original axis of evil. The Germans and the Italians together, right in the
axis of evil.
Isn't that what it was called? Yeah.
Axis?
Yeah. There was the axis.
Evil.
The World War II.
You know what? I'm going to show you evil today. Okay? I'm going to get evil today. Okay? I'm telling you.
To bring it back around, by the way, three German hymns.
2 French hens, 1 turtle
No,
dove.
3 German hymns. Silent Night. Away in a Manger, written by probably German immigrants. And of course,
Still.
O Tannenbaum, O Tannenbaum.
Oh, well, I lit it too, by the way.
You did. You get the tree all lit?
Yeah. Better the tree than us.
Yes. So,
yeah. Though, that's what we should have done today.
What?
We should have drank lunch and invited out.
Liquid lunch.
Yeah, liquid lunch.
Yeah.
What is the
Not my
season?
style. Not my style.
No, mine
Hey, by the way,
either.
you were mentioning something yesterday.
About
You want to bring it? I wanted to bring it back around to something positive. Away from you and.
Well, I mentioned 2 things to you yesterday. One was this is a very difficult time for some people. Some people find that this is time for them to feel sorry for themselves. Okay? Or they look back at their year or their life and they think this is what it's come to. This is what my Christmas is going to be this year. But I don't think that in our roundabout conversation yesterday, this is a very difficult time. Whether you're widowed or you're divorced or you're single or you're
was just talking to 2 widows this morning for whom this will be the 4th Christmas without their husbands.
And are they learning?
I couldn't. One of them said this has been the hardest.
This one,
the 4th.
Well, you know what?
Was the hardest.
The
other one, I couldn't believe it. It had been 4 years.
That they're.
Yep.
Well, for some reason, this has been a very difficult Christmas for me too. Emotionally and music-wise, it's just.
Yeah.
You put so much pressure on me, Don. It's your fault.
It's my fault.
But anyway, I'm one of those people who sometimes can feel a little sorry for themselves, and that's the wrong thing to do, because really the right thing to do is what we also talked about yesterday, and that the joy of Christmas is not just the joy of this Christmas.
Yeah. Well, let me stop you for a quick second though, because I don't want you to. The feelings we have are the feelings. We don't. And
But sometimes those feelings, those negative feelings, reinforce negative
oh
feelings.
yeah. I just want to say that we have feelings, and it's not our. We don't need to beat ourselves up about the feeling. We need to recognize the feelings we have.
yeah.
Like, I'm sad, I'm hungry, I'm angry, I'm anxious, whatever. Recognize those feelings. The question is then, what do we do in response to those feelings? We can double down on them, right? We can say, I'm sad, and oftentimes what happens is we don't always are able to articulate it, and so we just sink down and we drop our head in our heart, and we just.
And some people also resort to anger.
Oh yeah.
And frustration.
Yeah, I don't even acknowledge that I'm sad, and so instead, I fight. I get angry.
Or
I
it's
lash
your fault
out.
I'm sad.
Exactly. Yeah.
When it is your fault, I'm sad.
Well, that's classic.
It's okay. I'll be all right.
Yeah.
It'll be all right. But
So the feeling itself is a natural thing, right? Especially something has been done to you. You've lost your spouse, or you've lost your job, or blah blah blah. Things happen. It's a natural thing to feel sadness or grief. Then the question, okay, what do we do about that? One of the things we talked about yesterday, right, was you have this, say, grief. We lost a loved one. We lost a spouse. And we realize, I heard this today too, it's never I'm never going back to.
right, you never.
But you can hold on to those good, joyful, peaceful experiences that had happened in the past, right? Mary, right?
Well, right.
What does Mary say? What did Mary say? Or what's said about Mary at the end there? She treasured up all these things in her heart.
Yes. And and I can tell you though, as one who knows healthily to do that,
Yeah.
it's also then you lament the loss of those treasures.
Yeah.
And you can't. You can just remember them for the good things that they are. And you can't look at this Christmas as, oh, there couldn't be another worse possibly Christmas than there is, because that's not true.
Oh, it can always get worse.
It could always get worse. I know I could show up at your house on Christmas Day. Yeah. Yeah.
I was actually today's email, and it'll be posted on Facebook as it always is.
You didn't mention me, did you?
Not by name. I coded. It was coded language.
Uh-huh.
I think it's spelled Grinch. That's
Grinch.
yeah. Well, I reference all. No, it's funny because I. Give me a moment. I'll carry the conversation. That's all right.
It's okay.
It's all right. So
Sunday's water, by the way. But go ahead.
I referenced the various threats to Christmas.
I canceled Christmas yesterday. Didn't
This
I?
year
No,
we
day
have
before.
this year we have a big threat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Weather.
I don't know. It's just going to be cold Christmas Eve.
Well,
By
maybe
then
not
it'll be
locally for us, but there's a
Yeah.
big storm going
there is.
around, and it might not affect anyway.
There is.
It might affect some people traveling.
Oh, and that reminds me, we've got to come back. Go ahead.
So I was just talking about that, but you know what? That's like a movie trope, theme. Threats to Christmas. Threats, right?
Well, yeah, I
Think
guess.
about all the movies.
Well, the only
there's
thing
a
I was
threat
thinking
to
of
Christmas and somehow.
The other morning when we were texting back and forth, and
Yeah.
I was a little on edge. Was Alan Richter slamming the door in Robin Hood and saying, "Cancel Christmas"?
In Robin Hood?
Wasn't it Robin Hood? Alan Richter.
Alan Rickman.
Rickman.
Yeah, he
Rickman.
was in Robin Hood.
Yeah.
Are you sure it wasn't Hans Gruber in
No.
Die Hard?
No. This was Robin Hood.
Okay.
Slammed the door.
It's been a long time since I
Cancel
saw.
Christmas.
I didn't think you referenced. Anyway, okay. So
I'm
it's all right.
pretty sure.
It's okay.
It's really. I mean, Robin Hood had costumes and everything.
Alan Rickman was
Yeah, he would. Actually, that's funny.
Little John,
I
right?
never.
And Hans Gruber in Die
Yeah,
Hard.
I forgot about
Oh, he's
both
everything.
wonderful Christmas movies.
Anyway,
And I haven't, like I say, White Christmas I haven't seen yet.
yeah.
But anyway, go back around to.
Long story short, just that every Christmas in some way has been threatened,
Of course.
right? And
course.
but despite those threats, all those movies, it's a movie, but it's based on the truth, the underlying truth. right? I mean, all those threats that happened
But
at
Christmas still happens.
exactly.
Doesn't
That's what I mean. Like,
Doesn't
despite the
Oh, just so
fear,
you know,
anxiety that we go through, yeah.
off-screen producer Alan has a wood-burning stove
Just in
in case the power goes out.
my power goes out.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was just telling you, but I'm going.
Al
to,
invited me over, and
No,
me and my family
he didn't
over
invite me
in
over
case.
either, but,
Okay, that's all right.
It's just like your house. I'll just show up
Oh, I wouldn't just show up.
at Alan's.
No,
Oh, I could.
you could. We could.
Well, not we.
Anybody could.
I mean, I would offer to pick up your children.
Yeah. Although he's got a little bit of a long driveway, and if it's a really bad snowstorm, I almost feel like,
I'll call them from the end of the driveway so they can come get me.
yeah, I don't know.
I bet you if anybody has their driveway plowed and salted, it's old Alan.
Yeah, I'll tell you, if I'm snowed in, I'm not plowing nothing. Yeah, he's shaking his head
Well,
over
you
there.
got kids to clean snow.
Yeah.
Remember, send that one across the street to Salt.
No,
If they want to change jobs,
you know his
now-
number.
Oh my goodness gracious! Why, Don?
I don't get paid to be his middleman.
No, you get paid to be his father,
Oh, by who?
and you need to buy that
Who
kid
I
a
get?
car. I told you, it's coming at you, man. Buy that kid a car. No,
You know what that is?
no. That's looking at me one-eyed. What?
That's the percentage.
Zero.
This percentage chance of that happening.
Aw,
0.
he's such a good boy.
Yeah, he's
He
earning
is.
good money.
But why should you use it on a car? That's money for other stuff.
What other stuff?
You're the one with the big bucks. You're the one that, buy him a
No,
car.
I bought my first car.
So I didn't. Although when it was time to buy a car,
Yeah.
I mean, I had the chance to buy one that I could afford. I bought it for $94. Plus tax was $100 from a church member.
Wow. I wonder if they're still alive. They can sell.
No, they're dead.
$94.
No, they're dead.
I'm so surprised.
They're both dead.
Yeah.
Do you want to? I'll tell you that story real quick.
Do you want to hear that story?
Well, why not?
Answer in the comments section.
There were Dwight and Dr. Dwight, dentist, and Gene Anderson were longtime members here, and they drove cars until they were next to dead. So he decided that he was going to trade in his or buy a new car. They were driving a 1964 Pontiac Tempest, and this is about 1976, 77. So
12-year-old car.
13 years old.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so they went and bought. I think they bought a Comet, a little Mercury Comet. And unfortunately for Dr. Anderson, he bent over in the trunk to get groceries one day, and he didn't come back up out of the trunk. So
Wow.
yeah, he didn't get to enjoy the car that long, and Gene didn't drive. But anyway,
They sold you the Comet.
no, I bought
Oh.
the Tempest,
Okay.
and
That's a perfect sounding car for you.
Tempest. Yes, I'm a Tempest, all right. You better watch out, buddy, or there's going to be a stormy Christmas around
Tempest
here.
in a teacup.
I'm telling you. But anyway, I bought this car off of them, and it was the neat old car. I put an FM converter in there. Now, I know you won't understand
You
what.
put an FM converter in there?
you know-
You could get FM radio in there?
With,
Oh
with
my.
speakers in the back.
Oh.
speakers in the back,
People
too.
could hear you coming a mile away.
Oh, I'm telling you, know what an FM converter was?
It allowed you to get FM radio.
Yeah, and it was a little thing you had to connect to your dashboard and then plug it into your radio in the back, and yes, it didn't talk to each other because
What? It didn't talk back to you? You couldn't say, "Hey, FM radio, play for me."
You mean like, hey Google Assistant?
Yeah, there you go.
I know. Well, I do that a lot now.
Yes, you do.
Hey Donald Assistant. The answer is, good afternoon, Kenton. What can I do for you?
Oh, okay.
Hey Donald Assistant. There's something the matter with the
It's not
connection.
answering.
I know. There's-
Where is this assistant?
in my pocket.
Oh, okay. Doesn't answer for you then.
No, because I said, hey Donald Assistant.
Right.
I mean,
Is that what you named it?
No, I don't want to say the name, okay? Because then it'll say, "Good afternoon, Ken. How can I help you?"
All right.
You can say it and see if it talks in my
could.
pocket. But I have it all turned down because we're on the TV.
So,
but back to Christmas. Yes, but what it all was in the grand scheme of things, we should all have a Merry Christmas. I mean, it's been a lot of work for me in these last 3 weeks. For some reason, overwhelmingly this year, and I don't know why. But a lot of work. I'm glad that tonight is the last rehearsal for things. That we can cruise right into Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
And Christmas Eve, I started to say at the beginning of this video that we spent 2.5 years saying people come to church or stay home from church, of course, at the beginning, but then come to church. We've said that for 2.5 years. Come to church. We sing, "Oh, come, all ye faithful." Come to church this Christmas. My goodness gracious. Yes, it's going to be 11. I can remember probably the last time.
11 degrees.
Yeah.
10 o'clock, but 11 degrees. I just want to make sure. 7 p.m., 10 p.m., 10 a.m.
Yeah, and 11
7,
degrees.
10.
And 11 degrees on Christmas Eve.
Maybe.
I can remember.
Forecast. 7, 10, 10 is a guarantee.
Are you going to let me speak?
No.
I can remember one Christmas Eve pulling up here for the
late service.
Yeah,
there you go. Early and
late.
late.
That vague? The later service. Opening up the door there, going into the other building.
Wind caught it.
Well, and it was still the wooden door.
Oh, that's old.
So yeah, it was still the wooden door. And when I pulled that open, the wind caught it, ripped it, and took the holder off the top. Okay, so you had to drag it shut. I never really fessed up to that before until now, but it's like,
You were afraid of the head trustee.
I couldn't even tell you who it was. I didn't care who it was then. Let's put it that way. It was back in the days when I didn't care.
You had a big fro and
a mustache and a beard. I was cool. I got to tell you, I was cool. And skinny, too.
And skinny.
I was skinny right up and through my 40s, and then
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. I didn't slow down any. I worked hard for my money. So hard.
Did they
for my
treat you
money.
right?
Wait, where?
Oh, did you have somewhere else you were going to go with that?
With the money?
I don't know.
Oh no! Just I
was going to say.
Oh, I thought you were going to make me play. Because I got one other thing to do here before.
I wanted to say, if you could make an old man's dying wish come true, make Christmas merry for Kenton. Come at 7 o'clock, come at 10 o'clock, come at 10 a.m. the next morning. Fill the sanctuary with Christmas cheer.
Please.
For all to hear.
Look.
But mainly for Kenton. Mainly for Kenton.
Mainly for yourself.
Fill up his heart.
Yes, thank you.
Don't let him go home sad
Not that you
and
mind. Lonely. Not that you mind.
I
swear you're not.
Don't let his last Christmas. Don't let Kenton's last Christmas.
Why are you going to say my bulb's
do we have
burn out?
Do we have an announcement to make? Kenton's been
don't.
diagnosed
No,
with a
no.
rare
No, here's the announcement.
fat eating.
Brain eating.
Brain eating. That would explain a lot.
It would, especially
Make
lately.
Kenton's Christmas merry. Come
7
and 10 and
Please
10
come to
again the
church.
next
Please come to
day.
church.
It's
It would
gonna be a
make
lot
my
of fun.
Christmas merry.
It
but
really be. It's
It
gonna be
would
great.
make your Christmas meaningful.
Yep.
Come.
Beautiful music.
Yep. We have a gift for you here.
Special music.
Speaking of gifts, that's two other things.
All right, real quick, and then you're going to give us a gift of music.
I found this right here.
Oh, interesting.
And there's an envelope. It says Kenton, Kenten. Does that see it look like Kenten? Who could this be from?
No idea.
Well, there was a gift waiting here. Whoever it's
Wasn't
from.
that nice?
Shall I open it?
That looks like you already did.
Well, I know, but shall I open it?
And open it in front of everybody?
Yeah.
That's unnecessary.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Well, I will show them this.
Oh, you don't need to show anybody anything.
Oh, well, I'm going to show them this because they'll know who it's from.
Oh, boy.
Oh, they'll know who it's from. Zero in real close right here. Okay? Then turn around.
Look at that.
And here's the man himself, Walt Disney.
Look at
okay?
that. That's really nice.
I know.
Yeah.
And you know what? I do like it. You could have taken the price
Oh, look
tag
at that.
off the bottom.
Well.
Okay? But, it has stuff inside, too.
Might be instructions about how to care for it properly.
Well, why would they put... Look, it's on a sticky
Is it
thing
on a
in
sticker?
there, too.
Look at that.
Oh.
How annoying is that?
Well, it's a nice size one.
There you go.
I always find that there's not quite enough coffee in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Well, there you go.
I know, but how am I ever going to get this plastic off here?
I'm sure you'll find a way.
I can't make any music. This is going to really occupy a lot of my
You'll find a way.
Okay.
I'll make some music.
Well, will you? Mm-hmm. What do you got in mind?
I don't know. It'll take a second, though.
I got something in mind for two of us plus one more.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
What do you want to play?
Well, I'm thinking about we're going to do it a cappella.
Oh.
Uh-huh. I think.
I don't know if my voice is back yet.
Well, but I think that if I scooch over...
I could barely sing on Sunday, I got to admit.
This past Sunday?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well...
I noticed that.
You should have heard me. Oh, you did hear me yesterday morning. Didn't you?
I don't know.
It was him.
I've been scarred by your voice enough times that I've forgotten where and when.
You're scarred at hello. Speaking of that,
Yep.
I read a whole article about Titanic.
Oh, boy.
Okay? And there are other people that also say there was room for Jack on that headboard.
Of course, yeah.
Okay? I mean, yeah.
I don't know how much it gets. Oh, I thought you were paused. That's hilarious. You were just sticking your one finger up like that. Yeah, that's it. Wow.
You come back because we got one other thing to do.
One other thing. All right. One other thing.
Were you in the show?
I have no idea.
I was thinking that it never happens that the three of us are all on camera at the same time.
Not never. We interviewed Al.
We did?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we interviewed Al. Did we interview you? Did we interview you? Ah, I thought we did.
I'm issuing this personal invitation.
Al's gonna come in
right now, Al. Come on.
Look at that, and he answers. That just shows he's obviously been on screen. Producer Al enough times that he. We'll just make sure that we'll make sure that we adjust this a little bit. Not quite the magic of cinema, but you know.
We're not going to ask you any. But we got him over here.
We did get him over here. Yeah. This is funny. This does not want to.
Is it running?
There we go.
You're the technical advisor, all right? He's got loose connections. You know, we got
loose connections. There we go. Yeah.
We get a boom mic. We get a boom mic. Is that?
I don't know about a boom mic.
Are we all sure? Yes.
I mean, this is nice now. The three of us.
Sure.
Together, isn't it?
I can see.
I know. I noticed that when you came in.
You guys.
We must be on the same page. You got a tie on.
I do.
Did you get the memo? He doesn't send me memos.
Oh no, I don't send that.
I didn't even think he was going to show up today.
Me? Yeah. No, I know. I had my doubts. I mean, what would you go on? 25 after 1? I'm just saying. I mean,
All right, what did you have to say?
Well, you mean right now?
You had an idea. You had something. We're not asking out questions.
No, we're not asking out questions. We're going to sing. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Oh.
Ah.
The three of us are going to sing?
Me.
The three of us are going to sing?
Yeah. What do you think? Can you handle it?
Let's do it.
You ready?
Yeah.
And then we'll go from there, from bad music
to good
to
music.
worse music.
Worst music.
Yeah. We ready?
Ready.
We wish you a
Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Quiet tidings we bring to you and your King. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Good job on that harmonizing.
Thank you.
From the
heart.
Working for it
From the
the whole
heart
time.
and soul of I heard it. From the heart and soul of everybody that works behind the scenes here at Wednesdays with me and him.
Wednesdays with me and him.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big budget production, and we went to a lot of trouble to make that happen just now. I mean, now we are having the orchestra later, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. The post production will be
How
high.
I imagine. I imagine because I told you my.
Covenant behind there?
Well, yeah, it's going to be dubbed. That's
And we're going to be doing it from the top of the Empire State Building.
yes, with King Kong behind it. Yes, and Fay Ray screaming to the street. But yeah, I'm thinking that hey, nothing says Christmas like King Kong.
By the way, I'm going to ask you a question now.
Yeah.
I don't care. They're like, families still coming in?
Some of them, yeah.
Did some of them bail?
No, Dan's here. He's already here.
Right.
And he's the only family coming in.
Okay.
I had 3 boys at dinner last night, though.
Like 3 general boys or 3 adorable?
3 of my boys at dinner last
Really?
night. Yeah.
Who was the third? Was Michael?
Michael was here.
Really? Okay.
He drove a moving van from Florida to Pittsburgh. My mom and dad are moving into an independent living community, and they're downsizing on their furniture, and my kids all claim the furniture.
Oh, of course they did. Like vultures to a
You know, that's the second time I heard you make that metaphor.
vultures to a carcass.
Well, yeah, something like that. I think it was my carcass you were talking about the last time.
Not this time. That's cool. So 3 boys. You won't have a place to stay in Florida anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, will you?
My
Okay.
sister lives close.
Oh, good. All right.
I've got other friends down
Okay.
there.
All right.
We've got lots of places.
And you know what?
It's nice to have them back
And if
there.
you didn't, you know what? I moved right down to Florida to give you a
There
place
you
to
go.
go. Yep. Because, you know, that's what friends do.
Where are
I'm
they
trying
going to be? They going to be here?
Independent living?
Yeah.
No,
The kids?
Parents.
my parents, they're just moving a couple miles from.
Oh, they're still in Florida.
They're still in Florida, yeah.
Just
Just their
drove
stuff.
down to Florida.
To get their stuff.
He flew.
Oh, okay.
He and Kimberly flew to Sarasota, rented a U-Haul truck. They filled it up, drove to Charleston, dropped off Kimberly, and then he drove all by himself all the way up to.
So he's just dispersing furniture. Oh, I thought he was moving them. Oh, my bad.
So Steve gets some of it, Dan gets some of it, Kim gets some of it. Yeah.
All
And
right.
Kim's gonna move up here next summer,
Right.
so all of her stuff that she got, we had to put in our house.
Is there room for you and Linda?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, of course there is. Is there room for me?
It's crowded in our shuffleboard too.
Oh, okay. All right.
Shuffleboard.
That's right.
Well, shuffleboard is a
Are we gonna play
recliner.
the piano too?
You know what I think? I think the two of you should play a duet. Just right off the cuff.
Oh, I
Totally, yeah.
That's not good.
Linda's coming here a little bit.
Is she?
In about 15 minutes.
Nice.
We're gonna practice Sunday song.
Ooh.
No, I thought you and Linda.
That's right. Christmas
Yeah, Linda's
Day.
coming in about 15 minutes.
Oh,
So we
cool.
can run through
Well,
it.
why didn't
on,
she
on-
come?
On the big piano.
Oh, okay.
Don't tell Linda that I told you. Don't tell Linda. But Christmas Day,
Yeah.
you get to see and hear from Al and Linda playing.
Oh, no,
Uh,
don't
what-
say it's a surprise for somebody else.
Is it
in our
really?
lives.
Oh, okay. You get to hear them play something
Yes.
that's gonna be great.
Somebody very
Christmas
important.
song.
It was. I can say this. It was as part of the laser show.
And also,
There's a whole bunch of songs.
That'll
There.
help them figure that out.
I
Right
got. There was like, were you here?
I didn't come.
It was great. It was really great. You been before?
No.
Oh well, you should come sometime. I think you'd enjoy it. Bring the grandkids next year. That's what it is.
We can do that.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, yes, Al wants to play. Kenton wants to play. You're tired of hearing me talk, so.
Oh, yeah, I've been tired.
So
of
why don't we? Yeah. why-
Wait. I've been tired of hearing you talk for 7 years.
Yeah.
I gave you the benefit.
And I've
of
been
the
here
first
8,
year.
so it means the first.
I know.
That's
The
nice.
first. The
Can
first.
you play I'll Be There for Christmas?
I'll be home.
I'll Be Home for
For
Christmas.
Christmas.
Thanks. Thanks,
Just
my
a
friend.
suggestion.
My
You can count on me.
No, I I can't
I thought you
even.
liked suggestions.
I
You always
do
ask
that.
me, what should I play? What should I play?
You know, you got
I'm
me.
just trying to help you
You
out.
got me.
Al,
3 weeks ago.
he wants suggestions until the camera's on. Then and the pressure is like he doesn't. No, you can give him a suggestion as long as the camera's not
What was the
on.
one you asked me for, and I had to make it up in the middle?
Yeah, chestnuts roasting.
Yeah, chestnuts roasting on a little Christmas song. I go all the way through
Jack
that,
Frost nipping at your
and
nose.
I even they know that's it. Were you aware that I picked that up in there? Claude, okay, and that's when I lost it.
That's not when he lost it.
And then I made up all kind of music in the middle, just to get back to chestnut roasting. Yeah,
It's time.
but it's a time.
Time.
You know, I listen to
I'm
him.
gonna move back to my seat.
Oh, I think you guys should play something together.
If you're right there, it's even worse.
One duet.
Perfect angle for
If I can see you breathing down my neck, it's worse.
We'll do it then.
One duet.
Okay. No duets. Not duets. You want to play Heart and Soul? Can you do that?
No.
Okay.
There's a hymn book right there. I don't even know. No.
Yeah. That's okay. I can do that.
There's a hymn book you guys can play together.
All right. So you're ready for music from Kenton?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Beautiful music.
Beautiful music. Oh well, we have to have beautiful music.
Yeah, not just the normal clap trap that you play.
Ladies and gentlemen, did you hear that? This is not only the merriest of seasons, it's the most abusive one. And here we go. You always have to show me getting up.
I'm
don't you?
looking forward to it.
Okay, here we go.
No, beautiful music.
Oh,
There we go.
thanks. You're just doing my feet.
Can I help you?
Oh my goodness gracious. Oh.
It's like Peter, there will come a day when someone else will dress you and take you to a place that you don't want to go.
It's certainly not going to be you. You've made that quite
Oh, abundantly.
You made that quite clear. It's not going to be you. Oh my goodness gracious. Great goodness gracious.
Great.
I'll be there home for Christmas.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Al.
That's good. That's good. I'm done.
Okay. That's all the help I get. That's all you're
That's a
getting.
good. That's a good review.
From all of us here at Canonsburg UP, Merry Christmas from off-screen producer Al to the, I don't even know, the musician, and me and everyone else. And by the way, 7 p.m. Christmas Eve, 10 p.m. Christmas Eve, and 10 a.m. Christmas Day, we're gathering for worship. It'll be 2 weeks, though, before we do another one of these. January 3rd, we will not be doing a video Christmas week. Hey, enjoy any of the back catalog.
We'll be back January 3rd.
Yep. Enjoy your back catalog of videos on YouTube and Facebook, or just enjoy time with friends and family over that
please.
week. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Bye-bye.